Fuck you. I'll be right back. back. Excuse me. The fuck, man? Let's put this on.
Ladies, and gentlemen. The case of David has been an ongoing thing.
This shit is
And,
wild.
you know, shit is looking how it's looking.
So like,
But my boy
apparently,
Patrick
Mans was a music
dropped a video
artist,
on
but
it.
also
And one thing I know about Patrick,
did
he be covering
content.
everything. So let's see all the
And
details, and including new details, because I'm pretty sure like he's added some shit to this as more recent news has come out.
apparently, he was also like
Let's see.
The
messing
dismembered
around.
body
There was
of
a
a
girl
All
on
you
his
had to
stream
do
that he
was
was
make
messing
music,
around
dog.
with, and apparently she was
Literally.
underage.
14-year-old girl was found decomposing in a plastic bag in the front truck of a Tesla at a Los Angeles impound lot. The Tesla was registered in Hempstead, Texas to David Anthony Burke, also known as multi-platinum singer and songwriter David, who currently has 2 million
Oh, no, he's just a
followers on
music artist.
Instagram and nearly 40 million monthly listeners on Spotify. David was on tour.
And of course, like weirdos be doing, went and boosted up his numbers because they went and listened to all of his music more. I don't understand.
Or the day she was found, traveling from Madison, Wisconsin to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Authorities expressed that David was
But yeah, he's messing with an underage chick, and she unfortunately got unalived. And her decomposing body was found Does that say 401? Yes, it does. The hell? How did that happen? Okay, that time I think someone might have reactivated their account or something. Might have been someone who was already following me, deactivated their account, and then reactivated it. But yeah, unfortunately, her decomposing body was found in the backseat of his car while he was doing a performance. So now now they're trying to figure out if he did it or someone else did it and trying to pin it on him. Like, it is a bunch of bullshit. And it's unfortunate that a life was lost.
Operating with them, so it seemed like this was some horrible coincidence. But every day that passed, more information came out that made David look more like the prime suspect. The girl was identified as Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who had run away from her home 14 months earlier and had been missing ever since. The LAPD said it is very likely she was dead for several weeks prior to her being discovered. Some of the other initial reports were shocking. She and David had a matching tattoo that said shh.
That was the craziest part.
Her brother told police David regularly picked Celeste up in the same Tesla she was found dead in. Countless photos and videos were resurfaced where the two appeared to be close friends, if not possibly a couple. And one of the last times she was ever seen in public, she was backstage at one of his concerts. Now, if you look at all of the evidence I'm about to give you in no particular order, it screams that David is guilty. And by no means am I trying to defend him or prove him innocent, but we are talking about a very serious murder of a child. And I think there are a lot of people on the internet that are looking at this as pure entertainment. And they're
No, facts. Which is why, like, I did that one thing, one thing when we talked about it, and I'm not gonna lie, niggas is like, you talk about this shit, it get a lot of views. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm waiting till like the final thing. Like I just want to hear like the final shit. But I'm seeing more and more people.
I'm waiting for all the facts and everything to come out,
because some people are just saying the same thing everybody else is saying, or just adding like little bullshit to it. But Patrick is someone who is I would consider a reliable source. And always like pays attention to details. So that's why I wanted to check this video out as well.
confusing the story and spreading false information because it makes for a more interesting crime documentary.
Yeah.
With that being said, what I'm going to do is try to establish a very clear timeline of events, from the moment Celeste may have met David to when she went missing, to what happened while she was missing, and ultimately when she was found dead, and what has been proven so far. In July of 2022, David releases his breakout song Romantic Homicide, where he sings, "In the back of my mind, you died, and I didn't even cry. Not a single tear."
Where she died in the back of my mind. Like, I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died.
This song would go extremely viral on TikTok, would eventually become multi-platinum, and launch him into fame. 1 month later, someone with the username Celeste messaged in David's Discord in August of 2022 saying that her parents are annoying and they won't let her go see him perform. He replies, "Don't worry, I'll fix it," which, if this was the victim, she would have been 11 years old at the time of this message. A few months later, in October of 2022, David asks for Celeste, and that same user replies, "Hi David, bark," seemingly excited to talk to him. She would have been 12 years old at the time. 1 year later, in October of 2023, David says he thinks girls his age are In December of 2023, a user in David's Discord takes a screenshot of what appears to be a live stream and asks David, "Who's the girl?" To which he replies, "You are a Fed," which basically means, "Why are you all up in my business?" Then again, if
Thanks for explaining.
Oh, wait, no, someone new did follow. What the
Gotta
fuck?
explain.
Why is this shit not popping up on the chat or on the stream?
That doesn't understand that. Who doesn't understand that shit? What? You're a Fed. I don't think I can continue this. Oh, okay. Thank you, Patrick. You're my hero.
this was Celeste, who was not missing at this time, then he would be publicly hanging out with a 13-year-old. However, due to the low quality of this photo and half of her face being covered...
Wait a minute. Did J-Man just get 5 subs? Thank you for providing it.
It's hard to tell if this is...
Yo, even if, I'm not gonna lie, even if he is innocent, right? Even if he does come out innocent, isn't this nigga still PDF? Like, didn't this nigga still talk to
Yeah,
an
that's what it
underage
sound like.
child? Like, what?
Actually Celeste. Plus, you will notice a trend of David always being around
He'd
girls that
be an
look
Also,
actual
we caught you on
PDF.
4K saying girls your age
She-
are redundant. So, like, you clearly only fuck with the younger ones.
the same. There is also this photo that may have been taken around the same time, December of 2023, although we don't have an exact date, but David's hair matched that color around late 2023 and early 2024. In January of 2024, David is seen on a live stream with the girl we strongly believe to be Celeste. It's important to know at the time of this stream, David was 18
Okay, so
years
I'm
old,
guessing
about
those
to turn
streams are
19,
in
and
Discord, not
Celeste
in YouTube, not on YouTube. I mean, not you, not on Twitch or something like that. These streams must have been in YouTube. Cause I'm like, I mean, why this nigga shouldn't be streaming if he is dealing with an underage person. Not that I'm trying to give advice or advocate for people to do that. I'm just saying, if you're doing something like that, like obviously you're gonna want to be a low key person. So I'm like, I don't know if he'd stream on YouTube where like he'd probably blow up really quickly and he'd definitely have everybody and anybody all up in his business. Discord, you can still be like low key and just stream to a select few people. Like you can be an entire content creator solely on just Discord realistically now and get paid for it. But the thing is, you're gonna have to pay into Discord.
was 13. Also, she was not a missing person at this time.
Yo, wait.
Oh, look it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer
Which
that.
one? It was good to have a big family spot me. Bro, thank you.
Oh wait, no, this was on Twitch. Okay, never mind.
We need to delete this.
That's right, he did say something about VOD.
And then as soon as the stream ended, delete the stream too.
It's interesting that they both wanted this stream deleted, probably because Celeste made this joke about R-wording kids.
I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of it's.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Oh my. Delete
Like, why the
everything.
fuck would you say
delete
that?
Everything. Everything goes.
He says he media
Well, I
trained
mean, a
her,
good thing she
hinting
did
that
say it, I
can't just
guess.
say
But I'm
wild
like,
things on
it's
the
hard to
internet.
speak about
Also,
this
in the
because it's
chat, they're
like,
making jokes
why would
about
you do
David
that?
being
But
on
at the same time, it's
Epstein's
good that she did
flight
that
logs. So it
because
seems like the conversation was something about David.
Yeah,
and
man, doing
minors.
something he
Also,
shouldn't be
someone in
doing.
the chat typed in Celeste's name. So at some point, she was identified on this stream as Celeste. Also at this time, David was
So people knew that he was hanging out with this little girl. Like, there's obviously some people who knew that they was hanging out with this little girl, and they're just as weird. You're just as weird if you're watching some shit like that and entertaining it. You're a fucking weirdo. That's disgusting.
rolling out a song called Leave Her, where he sings the lyrics, I can't stop falling for her, and also was posting a ton of TikToks
Yo, how was this? How was this shit okay? How did he get away with all this shit? It's been out in the open. He's been on multiple people's streams. Like, this is crazy.
suggesting he was infatuated with a girl. Around this time, David started sporting a lot of Hello Kitty gear. Mugs, shirts, plushies. He even romanticized a Hello Kitty girl. Hello Kitty almost became like an extension of his brand, and
Yeah, those are clear signs. Those right there are clear signs.
you'll notice a lot of Hello Kitty adjacent stuff with Celeste in a bit. In February of 2024, David's
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. You never judge a book by its cover. But if I ever see a grown ass man sitting there and he's got cat ears on his I'm thinking something. I'm thinking something, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro.
manager Josh Marshall
Stream or
Still
something
no
like.
Minecraft. I guarantee if we check his fucking PC, all he plays is Minecraft. How much you want to fucking bet?
entered a lease for a Hollywood Hills home. However, the owner wasn't informed that David was actually going to be the one living there. On February 14th, 2024, which was Valentine's Day, 70 miles south of David's home is
Rage got a Hello Kitty poster. I'm pretty sure. Wait, why? Wait, why? Didn't he get that from what's her name? Yana? Yeah, Yana. I love how this is the first thing I think about when I think of Yana. Who wanna fight? Who wanna fight?
A town called Lake Elsinore, California. A 13-year-old girl named Celeste Rivas Hernandez was reported missing. Family members made posts to Facebook asking people to help locate her. Celeste's aunt wrote, "We still don't know anything about my niece, and I will not get tired of begging God and appear well. I love you, and you know that the mercy of God will accompany you wherever you are. I have faith and you will return to our arms." Missing person posters were distributed around Celeste's neighborhood, and her family posted as many photos as possible to ensure she could be found. According to private investigator Steve Fisher, Celeste's mother somehow found out that she was with David and emailed his manager Josh, but this PI did not release the email. He also says a couple days
Someone who's
after
probably
this
in his
email,
fan
Celeste
group
returned
probably
home
feeling
on
guilty
February
that this is
20th,
going on
2025. Celeste's
decided
cousin
to
made
say
a post on
reach
Facebook
out to her
a
or
few days
something.
after she returned home saying, "Be careful with who you talk to on the internet, guys. Don't make the same mistakes my cousin made." However,
Chat. I'm not gonna lie. I know this is a sidebar. Are you gonna Patreon stream Digimon? I mean, I'll if I'm like ever have some time, if we're not watching something and I just want to do a gaming stream, I could play some Digimon up there. But yo, let's say he didn't do it, right? There's people around him that knew.
That's right. I
And
forgot
there's
you can
people
stream
around
on
him that are
Patreon.
employed
So I'm like, maybe in the future
which
I can do
means
Patreon exclusive
if
streams and
something
stuff.
goes wrong with his career, then by association, something would be fucked up with their pockets. Which means, would someone be willing to go that risk to save this man from getting exposed from talking to... Bro, shit get weird. This shit gets weird, bro.
just a few weeks later, Celeste was reported missing for a second home. At 7 a.m., a teen identified as Celeste by her family is seen walking down the street wearing an oversized black
What
hoodie
the
and
fuck?
white pants. Now, her being out at this time isn't necessarily weird because kids walk to school or the bus in the morning, but out of nowhere, she begins to run around the corner. What I find interesting is how the other person she walks past stops and turns their head to look back at Celeste, almost like she noticed something weird. Like, was she crying or did she say something? During this time, chat logs from David's Discord indicate that his closest fans knew about them. Someone said, "Pretty sure he is dating right now," and another user replied, "Yeah, her name is Celeste." Shortly after, Celeste was found and brought back home by
Yeah,
police.
niggas
Celeste
is
was
weird,
reported
bro.
missing for the third and final time in
Yeah.
April of 2024.
That's
The
mad
Riverside
weird.
County Sheriff's Department opened a missing person investigation after Rivas left her home at 9 p.m. on April 5th, wearing gray pants and a black sweater, as well as a hat and Hello Kitty sandals. Celeste's brother Matthew told NBCLA that family members were aware that the girl knew the singer David. Matthew Rivas said when his sister disappeared, she was on her way to see a movie with him, but never returned. Her brother also said that David regularly picked her up in the same Tesla her body was found in. Now, a reasonable person
That's
would
crazy.
assume that the family did not know that David was 19. Maybe they could have assumed he was 16 because that is the age you need to be
Driving
to
a
legally
car.
drive a car. Whether or not
This nigga's driving a Tesla though, but like, I mean, I guess you could probably think that, you know, he's got rich parents or something. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not trying to blame it on the parents. I'm just thinking I would definitely be asking questions like it's your child's boyfriend. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, you not just letting them get in any car with. I would hope you're not just letting them get in any car with anybody without like trying to ask them questions. Like, yo, bring him inside. I want to talk to him. Some shit like that, bro.
David knew
Word.
that Celeste was 6 years younger than him at this point is not clear, but many people have a hard time believing that David could not be aware that he was regularly hanging out with, or worse, being romantically involved with a child. After April 2024, Celeste's family would never see her again. At least, we think. A source for the Daily Mail claimed Celeste stayed in contact with friends for more than a year after being reported missing. There was a photo of her taken at a family member's graduation, but it was posted in August of 2024, and graduations don't typically happen in August. So it was either sometime in May or June when graduations typically
not
happen,
very
or maybe even a
photogenic.
full year before. But regardless, the photo
But,
seems like it was
never mind.
uploaded
That's
long
not-
after it
that's
was...
beside
Well,
the
then please
point,
question
never.
David. That I'm not gonna lie, that would maybe he was questioned and he probably had an alibi or something. Cause it's like,
You know, out of all this I blame the girl's parents, because how do you let your underage daughter go with someone like that? If I had a child I would know where she is and who she is hanging out with, because to me they failed her.
Like that's what I was thinking. Like I don't want to blame them, but it's like at the same time, when your child leaves the house, like, do you not know where they're going or who they're hanging out with, or like especially if they picking them up at the house. Okay, it's different if they say I'm doing this and then they go do another thing. Kids do that all the time. But if they leave in the house and the nigga's car is out front, there is no like, who's that? Tell him to come inside. I want to talk to him. You gonna get in the car with him? I want to know who the fuck that is. Fuck is you talking about? You can either tell him to come in here or you not going outside. You can hate me all you want.
Was taken. While Celeste was missing, an insider revealed the family received a strange phone call that made them stop searching for her. She's fine, the insider said. They told the family to take down the social media posts about her being missing. The identity of the alleged caller is unknown, and there's no way to know if they are connected to David.
There are times, yeah, I know there's times kids don't listen, but I'm talking about like I said, kids be lying and making up stuff. But if there's someone out in the front of your house picking you up, like, I'm sorry, but like, as a parent, I'm just saying, as a parent, like, I'm just saying, as a parent, bro, that's all I could say, dude. I would never make an excuse for myself not knowing who my kid's friend is out in front of my driveway.
David. 2 months after being missing, on June 27th, 2024, many believe Celeste is captured backstage walking
Now, I'm sorry to pause again, but now it's different if, you know, she got into one car and that was like the decoy friend, like, oh yeah, because y'all all know, every time you be like, Mom, can I stay the night at so-and-so's place? And that's just the friend she know, but you really going somewhere else. Like, we all done did that. Like, everybody done did that before. Like, yeah, I'm trying. Can I stay with it? And your parents know them, so they just let you go. Like, yes, people do that. But if the nigga is right there, that's what I'm talking about. If the car is right there, you know, like, I feel like just more questions need to be asked and shit like that.
Alongside David's brother
man,
at one of his concerts in Los Angeles. Now, this evidence is much stronger, but pay attention here. David posted a TikTok on February 7th, 2024, before Celeste went missing the first time. It says, when your card declines at therapy and they bring in that one Hello Kitty girl you met in 2021, take a look at his jeans and the Hello Kitty plushie looped onto his pants. This next photo is a POV shot of a girl with fair skin holding his belt loop wearing the Hello Kitty themed Crocs. Those Crocs match the ones that Celeste was wearing backstage, and the description of her missing person report says that she was wearing Hello Kitty sandals. Even though we can't 100% confirm, I do strongly believe that the girl who was captured going backstage is Celeste. But now there is a huge gap in the timeline, from June of 2024 to September 2025 when she was found dead. During this 14-month gap, very little is known, and it's very speculative as to what happened and where she was during.
Chat, I'm not even gonna tell you this is the last time I'm gonna pause because I got so much to say. There's just so much on my mind. I'm gonna just say, look. Now, as a grown man, I am a fan of things that is probably childish, right? You see, I got Buzz Lightyear, and I got Woody. Toy Story. I love that movie, classic. Figure of Godzilla. That's not really kid shit. Let's see, Deadpool, VHS tapes, classic movies. I'm sorry, if you start seeing fucking My Little Pony back there and fucking Hello Kitty, okay, there's a fucking problem. There's just some things as a grown-ass man you should not be fucking, oh, I love this. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck how that make me sound. There's something wrong. There's something wrong, or you're into some shit that you should not be into. Like, you're into that shit for a different reason than what.
It's like me. I love Naruto. I love I love anime. I love the shit out of Naruto. Naruto was my favorite anime. Was my top favorite anime growing up. Thing is, I love the show, and there was a point where you could say I was obsessed with it, but I was young, had a lot of time on my hands, so you know, and I was just really into it. But it's like But that's like if I, as a grown 32-year-old man, was sitting here acting like like some of these niggas on the fucking internet, or like just sitting here still being obsessed with Naruto, or like Looney Tunes or some shit, like something that is like clearly made for kids, but but it was made during my generation. It's like, all right, there's one thing if I still have an attachment to it, but like if I'm obsessed with it, where it's like, oh my God, like I fucking loved it. Like, yeah, I agree with Dante. It's like you need to let go. Because that comes off as weird. Or like I said, like but in realms of anime. If I'm sitting around going so like Datibayo, Nani? Saying that, acting like these niggas on TikTok acting like a fucking anime character and shit, like, oh, did I upset them? I don't know. Like he acted like that and shit, like, nah, nigga, like you got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. You think I will be out there if I be caught dead doing shit like that unironically? I would do it as a joke. But even still, I'm like, I don't even know if I could, I don't know. Well, no, not even as a joke, I couldn't do it because it's just like, nah.
Whatever the reason it is. I'm trying to think.
But I don't know. I don't think Naruto was the good example, but still, it's like
girly.
And no, it still fits because it's like there's one thing. It's one thing to like anime and love anime, but not be like weird about it. And then you got the niggas on the internet who are very weird about it.
She's fucking badass. Okay. Barbie is crazy.
Who do weird and strange things.
Barbie is crazy.
Or are racist.
Grown man Barbie in the background is crazy. Powerpuff Girls? I think Powerpuff Girls is cool. I think Powerpuff, if I had a poster of Powerpuff Girls, or if I seen a nigga with a Powerpuff Girls, I wouldn't think it's too crazy. I would be like, hold on. But it's Powerpuff Girls, bro. Powerpuff Girls is fire. Now, if you had the live action version of Powerpuff Girls, oh, you're a weirdo for sure. You're a fucking weirdo for sure, bro. Labubu's, I still don't understand.
Aren't they adult girls?
You're just out of your mind, and you a grown ass man.
I don't know. I never watched the live action show. I thought that I got scrapped. I didn't realize they actually went through with it.
Like, what do you mean why are you saying glasses? If I had glasses, you a grown man wearing glasses. You're trolling. Okay, you're trolling, bro. Labubu is bread though. I'm not gonna shit on Labubu, all right, because like I just don't understand it. I don't understand, like, I just don't understand that shit. All right, so I'm not gonna knock it. Kim Possible? Come on, Kim Possible.
Man, who the fuck is a super fan of Kim Possible like that, though? Where you gonna be walking around with the memorabilia and have posters and shit? Like,
grown man streaming. You're dead ass. Totally Spies?
Who the fuck is walking around with Totally Spies memorabilia?
What about, oh my God, what's her name? What's the one that does the and then she transforms or some shit? Fuck, she come on, you're gonna like when I say it, like you're gonna like, or when I think of it, y'all know what I'm talking about. Dora, no bitch, not Dora. It's the anime Sailor Moon. There we go, Sailor Moon. Is Sailor Moon as a grown-ass man? Is that crazy to have as a poster?
No.